head of Ram operations here, and we're in the all-new Power Wagon for 2015. We've added a few new components to it, hill descent control, but the Power Wagon is most notably known for its dual locking axles and as well as a sway bar disconnect. So we've got a few features here off-road that we can showcase those on, but we're going to go ahead, we're going to have a little bit of fun here first and see what it can do in the snowy conditions just in two-wheel drive. So we'll take off a little bit here. Once he gives us the go-ahead, we should we're at basically an old airport, and just like any flight, they're signaling us when we can go. So safe to go now. We'll try not to creep up on our predecessors here ahead of us. One unique thing about the Power Wagon as well, and the 6.4 liter engine that's with it most notably, is that it's designed for low-end torque. We do have a lower compression ratio on this 6.4 versus what comes in the cars. That allows it to run on 87 octane, as total cost of ownership is a key purchase reason for heavy-duty customers. And it also allows the engine to better manage the torque at a lower RPM. And we do that two ways, through the engine management system as well as adding an extra 100 RPM of engine idle on low range. So we're not doing that here, but like I said, should be able to make it up over these mounds pretty good in two-wheel drive. And then we'll simulate a little bit of slip in a little bit later just to show you what it can do in terms of locking the axles. So here we got a nice hill ahead of us here. We'll wait to see the Jeep ahead of us and make sure the path is clear. It looks like they're through the turn. So we'll go ahead and take a run at this hill in two-wheel drive and see what we can do. I'm gonna turn the traction control off here and get myself a little wheel speed. So okay, we're off. Got an indication in the dash here that shows me the traction control is off, and the wheel speed is never completely off, but it should allow us to build up a little bit more speed going up the hill. So as you can see, with brute force, the Power Wagon pushes its way through just about any obstacle there in two-wheel drive. So we got a pretty tight U-turn here, which, you know, for a big truck, the turning radius is impressive in this Power Wagon. I'm able to manage that, come back through it nice and smooth. That's, you know, part in designed to the stiffness of the 3-link front suspension. So we added that as the capability needs of heavy-duty customers have grown substantially in the last several years. So we redesigned the entire front suspension for this new Power Wagon.
And Ryan, you have this exact same truck. Can you kind of talk about the capabilities that this truck has, the reason that you personally wanted it, like the capabilities that you use the most?
For me, you know, the crew cab's obviously a necessity and would be something I would have chose anyway. So the fact that the truck is based on a crew cab's perfect for me. And we've got one child, so you know, can throw the car seat in the back of this pretty quick and easy. So from a family perspective, it's a great family vehicle. But more from the capability standpoint, we go off-road every now and again as well. And, you know, we like to adventure out to the sand dunes and things like that in Michigan, a few, you know, bigger backcountry trails. And this vehicle's got everything we need in order to do that. You know, Ram box, we store a lot of our groceries in there running to the store. Or when I'm off-road, I'm putting a lot of off-road gears and recovery straps. In case I got to pull out a friend or anything like that, I have all the recovery gear, and if needed, a 12,000-pound winch. So I'll simulate a little slip here. So we'll go up, and you can see the truck's not gonna, a little bit steeper incline at the beginning there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna back up, and I'll show you on the Rotary Shifter here. The Power Wagon has the choice. We'll go ahead and put it in low. We'll put it in neutral, move the transfer case to low. Chimes to let you know the traction control's off again. But we can do a rear locker, and then it'll blink, or the front and rear locker, both. So we'll go ahead and activate those. And right up and over with ease. And we've got a turn approaching, so it's really easy in the Power Wagon. Turn the dial back to complete axle unlock, and now we're completely open differential front and rear again. So that'll help us just a little bit, let the wheels turn at different rates. so that we can maneuver this tight turn into the breakover and approach and departure angle obstacle here. So kind of up and over, great approach angle. Little light rubbing on the underside where we've added some skid plates, but again, approach and departure at the same time. You know, we've got a very optimized wheelbase for off-road in this package. Just kind of working our way through it there. And, you know, like any day, you know, the off-road adventure ends at some time. Can easily shift on the fly right back to 2 or back to 4 high if need be. Throw it back in drive, and we're back on the trail and back on the road at the end of the day.